Welcome to a new episode of Building Wealth Through Real Estate Brick by Brick. It's March. We are in the middle of March and approaching spring. March, if you're not aware, is Fraud Awareness Month, which means it's a crucial time to discuss the ever-evolving landscape of scams and how to protect yourself from sophisticated online schemes to age-old tricks. Fraudsters are constantly finding new ways to exploit vulnerabilities. The ever-present talk about trade wars, the economy, elections were easily distracted by all of the noise, and that's when we're often at our most vulnerable. Today, we'll break down common types of fraud and give you practical tips to stay safe in this environment. My name is Nico James-Bock. I'm a broker at LePage Signature Realty. First, we'll talk about the types of fraud. There are several types of fraud, several ways that people can gain access to personal information and exploit that information very, very easily, especially with the new AI models, the new artificial intelligence that is out there and that is basically in almost every aspect of our life. We'll talk about the first type, which is called phishing. Phishing, these tactics involve deceptive emails, text messages, or phone calls designed to trick you into revealing personal information like passwords, credit card details, or bank account numbers. All sources like social media, YouTube videos, these are all ways in which people can get our attention and ask for information. The second type is identity theft. So fraudsters steal your personal information, like a social security number, social insurance number, date of birth, etc., to open accounts, apply for loans, or commit other fraudulent activities in your name. So watch your mail. I'm talking about physical mail as well. If you're going to be away for more than 2 weeks at a time, then ask a trusted friend to pick up your mail or have it held or at least forwarded by Canada Post. Investment scams. Now, these promises of high returns with little to no risk are huge, huge red flags. These scams often involve Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, or fake investment opportunities. Check your facts and speak with informed professionals. Another way that fraudsters can get access to your information is through online shopping or auction fraud. So these are fake online stores, counterfeit goods, and auction scams can lead to financial losses and stolen personal information. And I want to mention also mortgage and real estate fraud. As discussed previously in a previous episode, this includes title fraud, inflated property values, and scams targeting home buyers and sellers, and also tenants. So work with trusted real estate professionals, reputable lawyers, inspectors, mortgage specialists, and financial advisors. Now that we've spoken about the different types of fraud, here are some ways to protect yourself from fraud and scammers. The first, most important way is to be skeptical of unsolicited communication. Never ever provide information in response to unsolicited emails, texts, or phone calls, and always verify the sender's identity through official channels. Uh, this often occurs when the elderly or people who are quite vulnerable because they have either an issue with hearing or memory loss, often receive distressing phone calls from people pretending to be a relative in need of money. And these scams continue over a lengthy period of time until they're stopped. It's very, very important to always be aware of communications or have someone vet your calls or pass the information on to a trusted relative so that they can do the normal investigation for you. Always use strong, unique passwords and enable two-factor authentication. This is an important way to protect yourself from fraud and scams. So protect your online accounts with robust passwords and add an extra layer of security. Use a password manager. I can't stress this enough. It's impossible to memorize difficult passwords, and you should make the passwords as random as possible, trying to avoid normal sequence of numbers or common words or phrases or names that can be easily deciphered using online means like artificial intelligence to search out the most common passwords that people use. So try to avoid that. And a good way of doing that is to use a password manager. You have just one password that you remember, and the password manager can create and record all passwords for different uses. And that's really the safest way. You should monitor your accounts regularly, and that includes reviewing bank statements, credit card bills, and credit reports for any suspicious activity, and report any discrepancies immediately. Look at Equifax, TransUnion, look at those reports, and as soon as you see anything that doesn't look like it is normal activity, something that you did yourself, then report that immediately to the credit reporting agency. Another way to protect yourself is to research before investing or making purchases, or just even putting a deposit down on a property, either buying or renting. So verify the legitimacy of investment opportunities and online sellers before committing any funds. Look for reviews and check for official registrations. Mandatory steps include in-person property or presentation site visits, so do that in person, and price comparisons. So check the prices of different commodities, and be wary of private home sales. This is really, really important. A lot of private owners advertise their properties for sale or for rent on sites like Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, etc. And you, as the unsuspecting consumer, have no way of verifying the identity of the person that is advertising the property. Fraudsters often pose as homeowners and landlords. That way, they can inflate the property values through multiple sales. If it's a property that has been purchased through mortgage fraud, to secure larger mortgages, putting lenders and buyers at risk. And they often advertise properties for lease as well, as I mentioned, and obtain deposits from unsuspecting consumers. You never ever provide a deposit to a private individual without having some kind of a check and balance by way of an intermediary like a real estate agent, a lawyer, or some other financial advisor. Check with them first before advancing any funds, and the funds that you do advance have to be to that intermediary through official channels and after the official paperwork has all been signed. Educate yourself and stay informed. Keep up to date on the latest fraud trends and prevention techniques. Resources like the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, the Better Business Bureau offer valuable information. And don't ask ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini for information with regards to the validity of home ownership or an investment opportunity. Don't be fooled by AI or artificial intelligence. Use real intelligence to decipher messages and information that you see or that you read. That is the best advice that I can provide at this time. Always stay vigilant and be sure to keep an eye on all of the reports that are out there. You have access to them either through Equifax, TransUnion, or even your like a major bank. A major bank will often have this information readily available to you. Ciao, ciao.